As a child raccoon, Rocket is a guinea pig for the High Transformative to make a counter-Earth populated by human creatures. He becomes companions with Lila, Teefs, and Floor, three of the Great Transformative's other guinea pigs. Rocket shows knowledge and fitness passed to different creatures and reasons the blemish in the anthropomorphization cycle irritated the High Developmental. They later discover that they won't be important for the new Earth after the High Developmental consummates the equation to humanize. At the point when the High Developmental suspects a break endeavor, he kills Lila, Teefs, and Floor, irritating Rocket, who hammers him in getaways. Years after the fact, the Watchmen of the World have laid out their central command on a modified Nowhere. The night subsequent to getting comfortable, they are gone after by Adam Warlock, a super-controlled being made out of vengeance by his mom. The ruler of the Sovereign, Aisha, for beforehand taking from her kin. They are requested to carry Rocket to the High Developmental, who has become fixated on recovering his subject to separate and imitating Rocket's insight. During the battle, Rocket is truly harmed, leaving the Watchman unfit to keep an eye on his injuries due to a kill switch implanted in him. The group resolve to venture out to the Orgoscope, base camp of the Great Developmental's organization or GoCorp, with expectations of finding an abrogate code. With the help of the Ravagers and a hesitant 2014 Gamora, the Gatekeepers penetrate Orgosphere and recover Rocket's record. In any case, they are gone after by Orgosphere's Gatekeepers, scarcely getting away from after Peter Plume remotely actuates the Watchmen's fly packs. They conclude that Thiel, one of the Great Developmental's researchers, may have the abrogate code put away in his memory, and choose to find him. The group visits Counter-Earth against Gamora's recommendation. Trailed by Aisha and Adam. With assistance from a group of bat-like humanoids, Plume, Cloud and Groot follow Thiel to the High Transformative's boat, while Drax and Mantis stay with Gamora and Rocket. Plume and Groot load up the High Transformative's boat, abandoning Cloud. Mantis reluctantly goes with Drax to the High Developmental's boat, which starts to send off with Plume and Groot caught ready, a cycle that likewise obliterates Counter-Earth. Gamora stays with Rocket, however is gone after by a pig hero sent by the High Developmental, what her self-identity is, killed when Warlock shows up searching for Rocket. Gamora overwhelms Adam and dispatches the Gatekeeper's boat. Plume and Groot effectively rout the High Developmental's powers and kill Thiel, leaping off with him and recovering his memory before Gamora meets them. In the meantime, accepting Plume and Groot are still ready, Cloud, Mantis, and Drax load up the High Developmental's boat to safeguard them, and a debilitated Adam detects that his mom is in harm's way however is past the point where it is possible to save her. On the Watchman's boat, Rocket level lines and has a brush with death, where he is met by Lila, Teefs, and Floor, who let him know that his time has not yet proceeded. Plume effectively executes the supersede code and resuscitates him. Mantis, Cloud, and Drax go over crowds of detained kids on the High Transformative's boat prior to being caught themselves, and set in a chamber with obelisks. Mantis can convince the obelisks to favor them, and the three get away the chamber prior to rejoining with the Watchmen and overwhelming the High Developmental's military. Kraglin and Cosmo show up in Nowhere, which Cosmo associates with the High Transformative's boat with the assistance of Cloud and Kraglin, through her powers of supernatural power permitting them to free the caught youngsters. Rocket finds a litter of child raccoons and other guinea pig creatures, yet is gone after by a disturbed High Developmental while endeavoring to free them prior to being safeguarded by the Watchmen. The High Developmental is left to die on his boat, while the creatures are safeguarded and board Nowhere alongside a large portion of the Watchmen. After Cosmo can't keep the boats intact for quite some time for him to load up, Plume scarcely evades, starting to freeze in space prior to being safeguarded by Adam. The Gatekeepers choose to disband. Plume gives the position of skipper of the Gatekeepers upon Rocket prior to leaving for Earth. Mantis leaves on an excursion of self-revelation with the obelisks. Gamora reunites with the Ravagers, Cloud and Drax, stay on nowhere to bring up the safeguarded kids. In a mid-credits scene, Chief Rocket is seen driving the new Watchman of the Universe, made out of a completely developed Groot, Atom, Cosmo, Phyla-Vell, Kraglin and Blurp as they set up another mission. In a post-credits scene, Plume reconnects with his granddad. Thank you for watching.
Why you always in a mode? Fucking around at the brain, no. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, we're tryna play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with the view. Oh my god, why is Shawty tryna test me? To turn up in the back of the jet stream. Can be good, but she trying to arrest me. Lying to impress me, dying to forget me. Crazy. Why you always in a mode? Fucking around at the brain, no. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, we're tryna play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with the view. Why you always in a mode? Fucking around at the brain, no. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, we're tryna play cool. Why you always in a mode? Fucking around at the brain, no. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, we're tryna play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with the view. Oh my god, why is Shawty tryna test me? To turn up in the back of the jet stream. Can be good, but she trying to arrest me. Lying to impress me, dying to forget me.